This screencast is to use the source Gooru and to find some resources that I found valuable on this site. First, we're going to use the social sciences and go to middle school courses, and the subject we're going to use is world history. When we get to the world history site, I'm going to go over here to the left to modern times, and in lesson 2 there's a lesson about war in the Middle East, and I'm going to click on this war in the Middle East lesson because I found this very valuable. There's a video on slide 1 where the teacher tells us how the Shah ruled and what happened in 1979, and watch a video about this. Then we can go over where students can read articles about the Iran's Islamic Revolution. There's articles about the Gulf War and how it started and how the weapons and technology were used. And this talks about the fog of the wars, how it impacted the individuals in Iran based off of the war. So this will be another resource that students can learn from. And then here they have questions at the end to check for understanding. So the world's first Islamic Revolution was led by, and the students would have to choose who started the revolution. And if they click the right answer, it's going to put a check mark and tell them that it was correct. And then one reason the United States fought in the Persian Gulf War was to, and then this is based off of the readings that the students would have to use. They're going to click this correct answer. If they correct the wrong answer, it's going to put an X next to it to let them know to try again. So I think this source is very valuable. And I'm also going to go over and show a math resource that we used. This is for 4th grade math. We come up here to the math section, click on grade 4. Now we have different options. You can do place value in money, operations and algebraic reasoning, multiplication of whole numbers, and that's the subject we're going to use. And the lesson we're going to do is multiplying with zeros. I found this resource very valuable. There's a collection of different information that can be used for this lesson. First, it starts with the Schoolhouse Rock video that the kids would be very interested in. There would be music to help them understand multiplication. Another short video of multiplication adding with zeros. Here are examples that the teacher will use so students can follow along.
Hello guys, I hope you're having a good day or a good evening, whatever time you're watching this. It's our very first actual math video. I've actually done it a couple times to get everything working right. At first we didn't have sound, but we're hopefully working now. You can tell I've been using, I don't know if you can see my hand, but marker. Okay, so we are going to be doing multiplying with zeros. We talked a little bit about it in class about a week or so ago, but there's been a lot of time in between then, so let's review. Hopefully it won't be too hard for you. Let's start with 40 times 200. Okay, when you're doing these problems, I want you to ignore the zeros, okay? So I only want to concentrate on my non-zero numbers. So 4 times 2 is, I hope you're shouting out, 8 to your computer. Count your zeros, 1, 2, and 3, and then put 3 down here as well. Then you need to put your comma in. Ones, tens, hundreds, comma.
I think this video is very valuable. It shows a visual of how the students learn multiplication, but also shows the teachers having fun by writing on their desk as well. And then there's a time to practice section where the students will actually use the knowledge that they were taught and use this in actual math problems. Hope you enjoyed this video, and you can find more resources on this website.